Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. Greetings, I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic and intuitive reader. This is a special reading for my fellow water signs Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, this is what we're going to do. You must be a subscriber to participate in the after the general reading section, but I am going to take some live questions, do some live tarot readings, and again, for subscribers only. So again, if you're new, welcome. Please try to get me. I'm trying to hit my goal of 10,000 subscribers, right? So I need your help to do it, but I love doing this work, so help me help you. All right, Scorpio, let's see who's on there. Hey, Angela. Hey, Leslie. Can everyone hear me? Oh, good. You can hear and see me. Thank you, Anna, and thank you so much for coming. I hope you had a really nice time with your son the other day. Many of us Scorpios, we have our children home after a long time of being at school, so it's very exciting. All right, guys, again, thank you so much for joining me. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so I'm going to do the general, then we're going to get into the financials and relationships, and then I will open it up afterwards, so let us begin. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, interdimensional beings, overseeing this act of divination for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hail and welcome. Please give us the highest and best messages for the upcoming summer solstice, the longest day of the year when the sun transitions from Gemini and enters Cancer. All right, so we'll definitely get into that energy. All right, what is the theme for us this summer solstice? All right, guys. So I was doing a lot of meditation before this reading, and for those of you that have been with me for some time, you know how much the Fool card has been coming out, right? It's been like Fool over Fool over Fool. Well, I was meditating for a good 20 minutes, and I said, all right, Spirit, give me the overall theme for this reading that I'm going to go into for the solstice, and the Fool card flew out across my altar. Oh, here we go, Scorpio, another beginning. All right, this reads... Of course it does. We are the eagle, right? As the Scorpio. This is number 23, and it reads Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Man, they didn't give up on us, okay? They are out there. Oh, that's what they keep telling me, right? So Spirit has our back. We're going to have to lean into a lot of changes, right? So basically, when we are entering the summer solstice, when the sun goes into Capricorn, my bad, when the sun goes into, the moon will be in Capricorn the following day, right? But as the sun transitions, we're going from that energy of Gemini, that very whimsical, almost toddler-like, right? Very curious, lots of questions like, why? Are we almost there? Let's go here. Let's do that. And then we enter into Cancer, and it's like, buckle down, right? Cancer is all about the home, the foundation. Cancers will do anything at any time for anyone if it's going to keep their home stable and in check and secure, right? And I'm always thinking, even though it's an earth sign, I always think like Queen of Pentacles is very much to me that in some ways that nurturing Cancer energy. So that's something to think about there. The numerology of this card is number 23, 2 is a number of relationship, and 3 is a number of self-expression and creation. So again, I do feel that that is a major theme for us as we move forward, and it's all about how it is that you can show up as your authentic self while still communing with others and being part of a partnership, like a one-on-one partnership, as well as groups and community. Okay. All right, 3 cards for the general theme, please. And also, guys, if I get a lot of questions, if you're looking to book a reading or send me something, if you look in the description box, all of that information is in there. But you can always head over to starswithstasi.com. All right. 3 cards, please. Okay. So I've got the Judgment card, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Okay, so Judgment card. shows up telling us like you're being called to a true purpose. You're being called to step into, again, your authentic self. And this is a total commitment of being vulnerable and stepping into that new version of yourself. And in this half of the year, right? Because I know I did a reading already for the next 6 months, but truly, when the wheel turns, as we enter summer or winter, depending on what hemisphere you're in, we have put in already the work that first half of the year, the first 6 months of the year. Oh, channeling is difficult. All right. We've put in a lot of work. We've put in a lot of self-reflection. And I feel like now is a time to kind of see our yes, it is. I was going to say now it's time to reap what you've sown. All right, Seven of Pentacles. That's literally what this card is about, right? So the Judgment card comes through with the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is all about victory, right? Success and victory. And and it's not just victory, it's victory earned. Like, one of the things that I keep hearing during my transition and ascension and all the things is I keep hearing, Stasi, you have to earn the release, right? I don't love that statement, but damn, it's true, right? So the universe keeps showing me that they will continue, whatever, will continue to place us in a loop, in a cycle of repeat. Oh, if we don't take control of the situation and juice the lessons, right? And understand what it is that we need to do to propel forward. And a lot of times it's about releasing a script, releasing an idea, a perception, and generally a false belief. And you're going to feel that narrative very strongly as we go from the solstice to the full moon in Capricorn in that just small time period. Oh, I'll tell you, Scorpio, they're coming through today. I did a lot of healing work over the last week, physically and energetically. So I guess this is me paying it back, paying it forward, right? So I hope everyone's doing well. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Molly Pop. Lady. Oh, hi, everyone. Hey, Sandy. So many people here. Thank you so much, guys. Please don't forget to show some love and hit that like button. It makes such the difference for how many people we can get into this room. And I want to hit 100 at least. Let's get it. Let's get it. Keep the comments popping. Let's get me to 10,000 so I can keep doing this kind of stuff for every one of you. All right. So now let's go ahead. This is like a tarot-thon. You think I'm kidding? I have goals too, y'all. All right. So why the Judgment card, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Wands, please? Spirit has your back. And I keep hearing this as well. Scorpio is the champion of change, right? We are, of the fixed signs, I would argue, right, the most malleable, right? We are water. We change things. We transmute things. Queen of Swords came through with the Six of Cups. Interesting. So I'm not going to take this to clarify the Judgment card, but I do want to say this continues to come up. There's going to be a period within the next 6 weeks. This has come up many times in my reflections. In the next 6 weeks where you're going to put an end to what would have been a very good friend, okay, an old friendship, someone that you've known what seems like an eternity. I'm not going to say that when it comes up in my mind's eye that it's the best case, right? It comes with some heartache, but it's also a much needed turning of the wheel. So take that how it resonates. It's not going to happen for everybody. There is somebody for most of you, because that's it literally I'm seeing like a 75%. There is potentially someone in your life that you've just maybe always leaned on, and maybe overly so. Imagine that, right? Scorpios. But maybe there is somebody that and it's going to be a huge shift in how you move with this person. And the way it keeps coming through is that this person is used to you being in some sort of turmoil, and they enjoy being your pickup person, but you haven't needed them, right? And so it's brought tension. Take that how it resonates, but again, let's move on. So why the Judgment card, Seven of Pentacles and Six of Wands? You wouldn't believe it. Here we go. So I've got the Six of Swords clarifying the Judgment card. Ultimately, this is all about you're going to get everywhere you want to be as long as you're true to yourself. That's the bottom line, Scorpio. That is the biggest theme as we progress into the ascension, for lack of a better word. Call it what you want, your awakening process, whatever. At the end of the day, right, the more that you lean into things have to change and you have to change, and that, you know, technology is changing, the world is changing, everyone's truth is true for them, that acceptance is going to allow you for a much more easeful future, if that makes sense. I don't even know if that's a word. So I've got the Seven of Pentacles clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, right? So 2 sevens, I love that for us. Sevens is, you know, they always call that God's number, the highest spiritual number, and also a number of good fortune. So I feel that there's been a lot of work and a lot of pivoting, a lot of healing in on yourself. A lot of you were going to enter into relationships where you had sworn them off. Hey, we all have feelings about this. So a lot of you are going to be entering relationships, and excuse me, this is coming through too. Some of you have been estranged from a child, perhaps. This is a strong message. One moment. Must be somebody on here. Somebody's estranged from a child, an adult child. Fascinating. Okay. So let me start over. It's 2 things are coming through. Somebody out there is estranged from an adult child. And additionally, there's others out there that are estranged from a much younger sibling, almost like you were a parent to them. So I'm seeing both of those connections come through. I'm hearing that there will be they will come forward. There's something here, like for some of you, there's something here about a family member has passed, potentially that you're going to get news of an inheritance. That's coming through really strongly. And as far as the person who's estranged from their child, there is something about a family member, news about a family member. Either they're expecting a new child or someone is ill. And I know it is what it is. That's what's coming through. All right. So but going back to the general message, all right, so the Seven of Pentacles coming through twice, for sure, you are about to be recognized for the work that you do. And this came up last week as well. It's not even so much for the work that you do. It's how authentic and how honest you are in your dealings, right? Like you really put your whole heart, your whole ass heart into what you do. And you're not actually doing this for other people. You're doing this as part of sharing your truth and who you are, knowing that you've lived through some shit, Scorpio. So you are a champion of change, right? It's like you can help other people see the light, so to speak. But I want to remind you, in order to conserve your energy during this time of expansion, I'd say stay in your lane, right? Even earth angels cannot intervene unless they are asked to do so. So if you're not asked to help, conserve your energy, because you're going to need it, because someone will ask you. And if you're out there giving of your time and energy to people who are not ready for that light, because you will blind them, right? It's too much. Conserve. People will come to you. You will attract the right tribe. All right, so 6 of Wands comes through with 9 of Pentacles. This is interesting because I am hearing something here about other people's money. I'm going back to that legal situation, inheritance, something here where there's a victory is what I'm feeling, because I keep seeing also Libra scales in my mind's eye. So that's the general message. So let's get through to the career portion of it. And again, you're going to have to take this how it resonates. There's a lot of people on here, and I'm going to pick up on several energies. But ultimately, it just seems to me that as long as you stay true to your truth, that's redundant as hell. As long as you stay solid to your truth, right? Remember, you're not trying to convince anybody of anything. You're not politicians. And if you are, what are you doing here? I'm kidding. I'm joking. All right. My point is that you're not trying to convince anyone of anything. The most you can do is just live your authentic life. And honestly, just, it doesn't matter how, dare to be different and just keep going. This is saying that recognition does come after a period of hard work, and harvest it's your time to harvest what you've sown here. And then here I have that this is going to lead to a period of feeling very independent. I'm hearing that those of you that are looking for a place to live, damn, everywhere they went. For those of you that are looking for a place to live, I feel like you're going to start a process August, right? And if you're looking to buy a home, like actually purchase, you're looking at sometime in October, right? That's coming through. All right, give me 1 second. I got to figure out what fell. All right. So, in terms of career, this reads signs. You are putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidences you experience. All right, so pay attention to those angel numbers, that car that, in front of you with that license plate, right? Your spirit animals. Guys, a lot of my clients are telling me that they're starting to have strange experiences out of nowhere with like certain animals and in their dreams. Pay attention to that. That is really a calling, right? It's true. This reads perspective. If you change, I love what this is going to say. If you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you get where you want to be. So simply put, if you want the world around you to change the world within you. And that's the bottom line, because everything outside of you is some reflection of a part of yourself, or else you wouldn't even perceive it the way you do. It has to exist inside of you already for perception to exist to begin with. Think about that. Think about it, Scorpio. So that woman that you work with that gets on your every last damn nerve, or that one kid that is friends with your child that you're just like, who raised that feral beast? No, nobody. It's just me. I'm kidding. That's not even true. My son doesn't have it. That's not even true. That's more or less what probably my mom said about me. All right, show me the cards for career for Scorpio, please. But yeah, anyway, the point is, even that person that gets on your nerves the worst, there's a lesson there. All right, I just saw the Chariot card come through, so I feel that, I'm going to see if it comes back out, but I feel that that being number 7 as well, that's a card of victory. It's also ruled by Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, right? It signifies Cancer, it's ruled by the moon. Six of Pentacles, excellent. 8 of Wands, I love that. 3 of Pentacles, that I like as well. So with the with the 6 of Pentacles over here, the 3 of Pentacles over here, 3 of Pentacles is generally about working with other people, collaborating, or even being recognized for a job well done. So all of these things could be happening for you right around this week. Something to think about. With this 8 of Wands, a few things comes through, and until I clarify, it's kind of hard to tell, but again, general message so far. With the 6 of Pentacles as well. So, a few things. Some of you have really been putting in a lot of effort into your career, your job search, whatever the case might be. And it's almost like you're wanting your algorithm to send you better options. It's like what I say about my dating life, right? A lot of you are saying about your career. It's like, I want better options. I want something that I can really sink my teeth into. And I feel that with the 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles here, there's opportunity. This 8 of Wands can signify as well that some of you could be either working remotely or working, what's it called? It could be even contractual work or traveling for work. So there's something there. Interesting. So I just heard if somebody out there does insurance, okay, I feel like there is a catastrophe. I don't want to instill fear. So if you're not an insurance person, this might not make sense to you, but insurance has a catastrophe team. Those are people that respond to catastrophes, right? But it's an insurance gig. There's something coming through about having a position available for a catastrophe rep. I don't know why that came. Oh, it came through because I'm seeing this 8 of Wands, and that's the hit I got. Because then you'd be traveling. Fascinating. I actually did that for a while, and that's not a bad gig for those of you who care. Little tidbits. All right, now let's keep going. 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 3. That's too much. Knight of Cups showed up, which tells me that more of you are seeking a career and a lifestyle that fulfills your needs. I feel also very much so that between now and August, there's a good half, even more, of you that are going to walk away from the steady Eddie in search of a way to make money for yourself. Scorpios, we're a different breed. the whole thing about us being very in tune with the occult, it's our house, it's what we do. We as light workers are actually getting a swift kick in the ass, so to speak, to do our own thing. And even if, for example, I'll give you a good example, and I hope I don't embarrass anyone here, but we have a member here. She was my very first member. She's been here forever. Her name's Annie. And, you know, if you come here, you'll see her. She might be on now. So she was a financial advisor, but through our readings, I kept saying, listen, I see you combining your spiritual gifts with the wisdom you already have in the sector of life that you work in, right? So finances was for her. But I think this is true for everyone because now she's made that a reality. And it's amazing to see how people are starting to say, hey, it doesn't have to be so cookie cutter. I can add my spiritual gifts to my my everyday career that I've been doing. I have another client who's an interior designer, and we've discussed ad nauseum how good it would be for her to take her spiritual gifts and fuse that, right? Massage that into her day to day, because you're still doing things for others and you're co-creating. So that's I keep hearing that anytime that you can meld the two worlds, and I keep seeing the magician. Oh, so much is coming through. I keep seeing the magician, right? One hand reaching up through the cosmos, pulling down the energy of the universe and pulling from Mother Earth and making that into material form. Spirit wants you to combine the two. I'm seeing a lemniscate, and I'm seeing, wow, this is beautiful. I don't even know how to explain this. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. Just lots of... That's beautiful. If the words come, I will share. But okay, what else? Keep going. Yes, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, Tower card. Okay. All right. So remember how I said Spirit really wants you to do your own thing? This is that right here. So for the last few weeks, I've been seeing a situation where some of you are going to be called into human resources, having to deal with some BS, right? It's coming up again. So that's going to be a catalyst for many of you. It's either going to be your opportunity to rise in a position that you've wanted within your company, because I keep hearing like a whistleblowing moment. 1 second. Oh, shit, Scorpio. That's coming through real strong. All right. A couple of things. For some of you that are feeling there's some sort of imbalance or unfair situation in the workplace, a suppression, something, right? It's going to come to a head in the next 3 weeks, max. There's a couple of things. I've seen this for someone who's probably on here already, but this is a message now that's reaching more Scorpios. It's something about the political climate, depending on where you live, that you are going to find yourself in a position where you may oversee something that is going to put you in a crossroads ethically. And whether it is that you are the whistleblower or that you are part of an investigation due to someone whistleblowing, your ability to speak the truth places you in a position of power. Okay, so that's some of what this is here. The truth must come forward. Yeah, and I'm hearing that that's going to happen right around that full moon. So I don't even know if that's during the weekday or not. So guys, take that how it resonates. This is not going to be for everybody, but when these messages come through so strongly, because it's a live stream and you guys are on, it's generally like directly related to someone that's on. This also reads like, I just feel like there's been a lot of, I'm seeing things being literally swept under the rug in a work environment. So that comes to light this week. You might want to take a vacation this week. Get the hell out of the office. I'm not kidding. Because anyway, this is 8 of Wands and 4 of Swords. So this could literally be like saving to take a vacation. But because this is about work, I feel like this is about taking action, right? Taking action to resolve a situation is going to bring you peace. I feel like where there's been an upset in the workplace, peace is coming. Fascinating. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. I still feel that there is a huge reward coming your way, Scorpio, because of maybe this truth that comes forward. And again, for everyone, it's not going to be this major thing with HR. It just might be that you got passed up for something in the past, and then fairness comes into play, and the truth comes out about a situation. If you are getting a position where you're traveling for work, make sure that you understand all your benefits and that you're maximizing those benefits. There's something here about just maximizing things like travel miles and all of that. Also, if you are moving for your position, ask for relocation pay. That comes up a lot with Scorpios because obviously our 8th house is always about other people's money. So it's really important to know how to maximize your benefits in all that you do because it's our birthright. It's our birthright. All right. I mean, it's everybody's birthright, but we have like, I don't know, special powers. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. All right. For relationships. You know what? Let me go. Hold on. Is there anything else I need to know about this Tower card? One second. I'm looking for, here we go. What's this Tower card about with this three of Pentacles? See, with this Tower card, hold on. Listen, in its most positive form, it's going to be an unexpected bonus, an unexpected like job offer, an unexpected promotion. That would still be a Tower card because for some of you, you might have to move because of that, and that's going to shift things for you. But if that happens, because that did come through as I'm asking for clarification, if that happens again, don't fight this, right? You might feel like this is a real pain in the ass, the job you always wanted, but it's like across the country. However, your soulmate might be across the country. And for half of you, you're like, I don't care about that. You will. You will. Me too. I'm going to care one day too. We're all going to care. But there is something there. If you're being uprooted, right, Scorpio, if you're being uprooted, I've been saying this all year, you're being uprooted because your tribe, there is a soul human like person out there for you on the other side. Not of the dimension, but of the country or wherever it is that you're living. All right. Why this Tower? 4 of Cups, Hermit card. I feel like, yeah, this is about keeping something to yourself, like knowing something, it's almost like being silenced, keeping something to yourself. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe somebody got passed up for promotion and I don't know, but there's something here. And it's like you finally have an opportunity to speak on it. That's what I just heard. I actually heard say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. You're gonna have an opportunity to really bring some injustice to light. I'm surprised this isn't the Ace of Swords, but Ace of Wands, right? This is the beginning of a brand new adventure and a brand new time for you. And Ace or Wands are all about action as well. So that's fascinating. I feel like that's something to consider. Also, I'm going to remind you, Scorpio, because this is coming through. We can be very reactive, right? It's just the way we are. And I would just urge you, when you hear other people with their misinformation as they choose to sprinkle it all over the universe like they should, your best bet is to just alchemize that energy and, start asking people questions like, that's interesting. Where, listen, when people say shit to you that's really offensive, just say, that's interesting that you'd feel so comfortable to say that. Can you repeat that one more time? Watch what happens. When the idiot has to say it twice. And that's interesting you'd be so comfortable as to share that. It works. All right. Discernment when it comes to relationships. Ouch. This is Queen of Swords, right? Discernment. Like, who are you bringing home, Scorpio? Right? Whether it be friends or more, right? For the evening or for the future. Discernment. There's something here. So let's see what that's about when it comes to our relationships. Discernment. Maybe, again, this is about 7. Oh, shit. Well, look here. So the Three of Cups comes out. Usually this is like celebration among friendships, and that friendships are relationships. A little bit of boundary building. Hey, I hate to say this. Somebody has a and this is I feel like this is more for the women out there listening, because this is how it's coming through. It's coming through that you've got a friend in your pocket, meaning somebody, a friend on your side, but actually this is awful. Like maybe not so forthcoming and might be wanting to get in your relationship. So take this how it resonates, but you'll know if it's you. Because if you are deep down inside thinking, I feel like my girlfriend, and it's almost coming through like a best friend, which is even worse, to be honest. So this is coming through like somebody who you feel that you've gotten close with recently. If you're thinking that this person is trying to be an interloper in your relationship, they might be, especially if they're feeding you all kinds of, advice that would put your relationship at a disadvantage. Again, not for everybody, but you'll know if it's for you. All right, because again, that discernment, it's like, don't listen to first of all, don't go to every argument you're invited to first, right? Their opinions and their anger and their whatever, interloping is their business. You stay in your lane and your life will be better. But, keep an eye out for that energy. All right, what do we have, Spirit, for relationships, please? Temperance, Sagittarius comes through, Three of Wands. You have a much clearer vision of the type of people you want in your life, that's for sure. Keep going. Queen of Wands. Yes, I just saw the Four of Swords as well. Give me 1 second while I... Woo. All right. Let me look at this. Temperance, Queen of Wands, Three of Wands. Well, for sure, for some of you, it feels like you have your sights set on, what it is that you want out of a relationship next. So that's going to be different for everybody. Some of you are really starting to break out of this singleton energy and wanting to experience something more consistent. That's coming through. Some of you are healing, a lot of you, all Scorpios, who am I kidding? That's all we do is heal. This is the Temperance card, and this is about like alchemizing energy surrounding your relationships, especially if you've had that deep heartbreak. And then here we've got the Queen of Wands coming on the other side of this, where she's very charismatic. She gets things because she's been through a thing or two, and she speaks from experience. And, she also has and this is not just for the feminine, this is everyone. Excuse me. This is that energy of like, really standing out above all others as well. I'm feeling also that people are going to be more, what's the word? Bold almost with you. I feel like you're going to have people like actually coming towards you, which generally, and Scorpio, this would be interesting. Comment below if you're an October or November Scorpio. That's the first thing I want to know. And second, I want to know, do people approach you or not, right? Just do people, like, for romantically, do people actually, because I'm finding, like, I'm a November Scorpio, and damn, it doesn't happen, not in person. People do not, I feel like I must have, RBF or something, like resting bitch face, because it for real does not happen to me. I think it's, I don't know what it is. What is it, Scorpio? Why don't people come up to, is it me? Is it me? All right, so Temperance card being clarified by the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Wands with the Judgment card coming out again, and the Queen of Wands with the Page of Wands. Well, listen, you got a lot of people showing up in your love section, so let's talk about it. There's energy here of like being excited to do things differently this time around in relationships. I feel like you're looking to kind of have something, like I said, more consistent, more authentic. That's how it's coming through. I feel like, Scorpio, you're looking for more cerebral. There's a potential here. There's a very strong potential here for you to meet a suitor that is temporary. All right. I'm just going to put that out there. And this person is going to be a lot of fun. And then release it, right? So if you find yourself, looking to want to have that kind of experience, that experience is available to you. Just do not put what is it called? Don't repaint it. Okay, Scorpio, you're going to have an experience. It is what it is, right? You don't have to have that experience, but it's available to you. And I also feel like you might be also attracting another type of human being over here that just isn't making enough of an effort. Like you have one person that's molasses and is just not going anywhere. And then you've got someone else that's like the player. So that's why I've got this discernment card here. I'm not seeing too much. I'm seeing that. Let me reel it in. What I am seeing is not so much like you've got like this love soulmate energy coming your way this week, but I am seeing you kind of just like having to use a lot of discernment. I feel like you're going to have, it's like people are just going to come at you wanting your attention. And I feel like you're just going to be swiping left, for lack of a better term, quite a bit this week. So let's see. All right, Scorpio, let me just see what our shadow work is. Give me one moment. This is super specific. Somebody out there is in a long distance relationship and your human is going to ask you to move in with them before July. So start thinking about if you want to do that. But by the looks of this, if it's something that feels good to you, right? I feel like it's going to be an okay thing to do. But you're going to have to, like, if you can't have any reservations at the point that, not any reservations, I mean, but like you'll know. I'm actually seeing butterflies. This is the second week in a row I'm seeing butterflies. So I'm seeing butterflies and I'm feeling like this situation here where in your mind you've maybe thought what it might be like, but I feel like this person says, hey, I've been thinking I'd love to have you here full time. If that is you, then that person needs to be making every effort to make you feel at home. And I think I said this to someone months ago, right? If somebody wants you to leave where you are, to move in where they are, then they should be making every effort to make you feel comfortable in that transition, right? Like, babe, give me your Amazon wish list. Tell me what it is I can have for you when you get here. Make sure you visited the place, protect your assets, all the things. All right. What's the shadow work for Scorpio this summer solstice? That's a lot of shadow work. I'm going to take the one that flipped up. Dear Lords, what's this say? Number 35, which reduces to 8. So let's break down the number. 3, self-expression. 5, adventure and change. Being adaptable. This reads physical pain versus emotional pain. God. All right. Well, so when I see this, and number 8 is a number of manifestation. Generally, it's like material abundance, but it's also when something is manifested into material form. I feel like some of you are potentially experiencing physical symptoms as a result of emotional trauma. So trauma is released in the hips, something to think about. So, you may find yourself wanting to do more movements in your hip areas and below the waist, right? To just literally birth the pain away. And I mean that it actually is a thing you can like manifest in your mind, literally the birthing process, and imagine the pain, imagine the physical symptoms released, right? And again, do not underestimate the power of the shower, right? Sitting underneath of that shower, if you are fortunate enough to have that experience, and I hope that all of you are, and for those of us that are not, let us just pool our energy together and wish for more equality, right, in the world so that we can all have access to that. But I would say that this is an experience of somaticizing your symptoms, right? And that just simply means that the emotional trauma manifests itself into back pain, headaches, nausea, right? Women specifically have are at a disadvantage with gastrointestinal issues when it comes to trauma, because it's almost like you're swallowing your words, you're swallowing your strength in order to appease a situation that is otherwise abusive. So this is about identifying the pains in your body, the pains that, like, what lives rent free in your head, and getting to the root cause of it and having to do some heavy work to eliminate it. And I'm getting a really strong hit here that, you know, there's more than a few of you that are potentially in the process of, I keep seeing like, what's this, like an extraction? Ugh. Like a surgeon's blade, right? And I'm seeing that there are some of you, including me, in that last very final moments of the discernment, cutting away of this. Make sure that when you are getting rid of all of this, that you release the pain as well. The physical pain. I'm seriously, listen, and I have to just break from like the everyday stuff for a second. For those of you that have been with me for a while, you know that I was in a really, really tough situation. I talk about my health journey quite a bit, and how basically besides manifesting my way out of being bedridden and ill and all of the things, one of the major things I had to do was leave the environment I was in. And looking back to see what type of physical manifestations of illness, right, became so part of my everyday life, because simply like suppressing my true self. So it's a real thing. All right, Scorpio. And then let's look at what you can manifest with this summer solstice energy. Let me look up. Oh, 100. What's going on here? 130 views. How many people are in here? I can't even see. I've lost the ticket. I've lost the number. I hope everyone's doing well. There's so many people. Hello. All right. Now, guys, I normally will try to go through all the notes and try to find questions, but I have watched back some of my videos, and that can just, it drags. So I'm simply going to look up and just take questions and see what's available. I'm not going to go through and scroll backwards, because it's actually very distracting as a viewer. So I did not know that until I started looking back. So just bear with me, and I will do the best I can just to kind of hang out and chill with you guys. And again, guys, please help me get to my goal of 10,000. Like, share, subscribe, drop some comments. You know I respond to each and every one of them. This reads, you can manifest. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. I love that. Connect to the spiritual realm. Scorpio, that's not going to look the same for everybody, right? It's not going to look the same for everybody to connect, but it doesn't have to. Craft, it's a craft. It's how you do, right? And you are divine, right? There's nothing outside of you. I mean, of course there is, but it's still part of you. You're the divine. So if you decide, oh, that's not for me, then you're shutting a part of you down. And that's not, that's not in alignment with your highest and best. So, all right, Scorpio, let me get these cards together before I look up. And just a few things, just to remember that a lot of us right now are working with some really funky energy. Comment below if that's you, Scorpio, but I know it is happening, right? You guys message me, Instagram me, all of it. I get all the notes. I may not always have time to respond to every one of them, but I get them all. And there's no joke. If you guys saw last week's reading, okay, I literally said in there that some of you may be dealing with an unexpected, what did I say, like a financial thing from a person from the past, or like something that comes up from, like, if you're divorcing or, separating, all those things. Within moments of that reading, I can't even tell you how many people reached out to me, and the week hadn't even started yet, right? So there's something here about the scales of karmic justice really coming into balance. And so I will say to you, and I said this last week, when someone is projecting negativity towards you, right? Whatever that looks like, negativity, control, and taking away or at least making you feel like they are somehow like putting their foot on the back of your head, right? Like putting you in a place of lockdown. I want you to remember you have to stand in your power because we're being tested. There's a lot of us being tested right now. And you can do one of three things. And I have to keep reminding myself of this because it's so accessible to lash out. One, somebody comes at you with their nastiness, their bullshit, their negativity, their control mechanism, their narcissism. You can absorb it. You can say nothing and you can absorb it. And that's how you end up with the physical ailment and sick and ill and isolated and alone. I promise you, take it from me. The other thing you can do instead of absorb it is you can reflect it. You can put all your energy in saying, oh yeah, right back at you, and then fighting fire with fire. You will exhaust. That person still wins and they've taken your vital life energy force. The third option, not the easiest, it's actually quite difficult. You have to alchemize the energy, right? They come at you with this bill, that bill, this, just control mechanism, whatever it is. And you've got to get to the root cause of what's making you feel so angry and upset. Like I said before, the 5 whys, right? So why am I angry? I don't feel like I'm in control. Why don't I feel like I'm in control? This person is, has their foot on the back of my head, right? And at the end of the day, a lot of times it's about our security, our safety, just being able to, our safety. So when you feel the negativity, imagine that you're transforming it, right? Like literally in your mind, if you can visualize, picture a mortal and pestle and just picture you taking this energy that someone's sending you and grinding it into safety, grinding it into security, grinding it into justice in your favor. You have to be intentional with your words and your visualization. You bring about what you think about. Someone's coming for you, you greet that with the power of alchemy. You are the magician. You can do it. It's not easy, right? Because the first thing you want to do when you get this unexpected mess from somebody is lose your damn mind. But you're healed, Scorpio. You're healed. So you can't do that because that shit comes back to bite you in the ass. All right, guys, let me look up and see what I'm dealing with. Hey, Anna, my love. Hold on. I'll come to you in a second. Yes, guys. Yes. Like, share, subscribe, all the things. I love it. And I love you. So yes, guys, please don't forget. I'm trying to hit my 10,000 subscriber goal. I want to get my little plaque in the back. And I've been making a lot of changes to make that happen. So I really do wish everyone all the best during this time. Let's see. Anna. Hi, Stasi. What's coming in for me from now until the end of June? Let me check. Show me Anna, please. There's something good. Okay. I feel like there's something going on at work. And I know that you did send me a little something about the person you were going to hire, but there's an opportunity for you specifically. I feel like there's a recognition. I don't know what level manager you are where you work, but let's just say you were a branch manager. District manager vibes is next potentially, or if you're district, then you could think of like next level up. I'm curious. Well, give me 1 second. I feel like you do have something coming towards you at work, like an opportunity. I'm wondering if you might be some of that energy I was picking up on. It's almost like an overdue advance. 1 second. What is this? This reads number 6, Beaver Spirit. I'm probably not the right person. I'm too immature to read this card. Beaver spirit, number 6. I'm going to move past that energy. Bat spirit. Where? Hold on. There's too many cards right here. Let me see something for a second, Anna. Koi fish spirit. There's always enough. Beaver spirit. Lay a solid foundation. Give me 1 second. Bat spirit. The rebirth is assured. Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. Give me 1 second. 9, 6, 20. There's something going on for you at work. Let me look a little bit more. Anna, child, look. I don't know. I remember how I said something happening at work. That whole career thing. I'm wondering how much of this is about you, because there's something here again, a third party coming through and then cutting something off. And normally I would feel like this is about a relationship, but I mean, that's not how it's coming through. I'm thinking that there's something going on in the workplace. Interesting. All right, let me just look a little bit more before I... Can you show me more for Anna, please? Justice with the Page of Cups. Are you having a work problem? Now, hold on. Let me look up. Let me use this. I'm a branch manager. That's not what I wanted to do, but I told David, my personal banker, I will be area director if he comes with me. Yeah. So maybe. Hey, Peter. Maybe. Okay, so Anna, I'm just going to tell you what's coming through, and now that I read some of that, this is what I'm feeling. What does this read? My banker, David, is unhappy. Okay, look, there's a reason. I think all I can say is that there's just somebody's been treated unfairly. There's going to be something that comes out. I'm starting to think that a lot of that career had to do with you, because I'm getting the pings even more. And then this justice card comes out because somebody's honest and vulnerable and tells the truth. And listen, I don't know how to say this, but I feel like somebody's being, like, for example, let's say David is a gay male, right? And then maybe somebody's been making comments to make him feel suppressed. That comes out, right? It doesn't have to be that. This is just what's coming through. Like, somebody is feeling like they can't be themselves in the workplace. And I feel like there's some kind of fairness coming and balance. And I feel like you are going to be shifted. And like I said before, maybe it's a pain in the ass because you'd have to travel or move or whatever. So I would say consider what your options are. But there's definitely you're going to have to speak on whatever comes up at work. So, and I feel like it is going to give you an opportunity. As far as relationship, just because I can hear you out there going, but what about that? I feel like something's going on for Scorpios. I don't think it's this week. Yeah, I think this week and the next week, even through the end of June, you might, and this is coming through for all of us. Like, if you're single, you might like dip your toe into the possibility pool. Like, there might be somebody that gets your attention and you're like, I feel like maybe more as like towards end of June, July, something starts to grow legs. It starts to be more clear. Whew. That's what I would say, Anna. That's what's coming through. I think there's a situation at work. You're going to be promoted, and it's not going to be like you're so thrilled, which you confirmed. So make sure the money is on point. And if you decide to take it, then I would also say keep your options open on the back burner, just on the side, because if it does become not what you expected, you have another option. So, but it's going to be more money, I feel. All right, thank you. Annie, just launching a 6-week course. I love your website, Annie. What do I need to know? We was also thinking of putting it on a platform called School and create a community. Okay. I like that. Okay. So The question was, what do you need to know about, about the course? About the course? Yes, okay. Hey, Kim, I see you right there. I will come to you next. 1 second. Guys, obviously, if you're able to donate, I will do everything I can to get to you as quickly as possible. You know, but really, at this point, as long as you're a subscriber, you can enter the chat. And again, can't say it enough, trying to get to 10,000 and keep it too. So don't just click a button and leave. Come back. I'm fun. We're a fun community. We solve problems here. All right. I love it. Okay. This reads brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. Annie, I'm telling you, tying in the spiritual aspect of it into the financial world of it all is going to normalize and humanize actually the financial experience for many, especially those who have not had the luxury of understanding money and finances. So I would say that your main audience that you could cater to, in addition to, okay, so forgive me, but this is how it's coming through. So you're going to have high net worth clients, right? And I feel that you're going to have that pocket, but I also think that it's going to be important for you to put out free material. One second. Yeah, there's something here about you, you know, like if you do the school community, you can branch out and do like snippets or shorts or whatever, like 8-minute videos. And I specifically heard 8-minute videos on like different financial terms and definitions, and like making things accessible in a way that people want to engage and listen, like humanizing the experience, because it's about the energetics tied to money. And so the course will be very successful because you're going to put your own spin on it. This actually says that about being brilliant and like being like, yes, that's going to work. This says star power. What does this read? You need engaging work that will let your talent shine. Yeah. Scorpio, that's all of us. Scorpio. You know how we are. If we don't love it, we're not going to do it. Like, we will fight to avoid that shit. So really find yourself in a place where your talents can shine, which means you have to know what it is that you're good at, which means you have to take the time to get to know yourself. You are a natural actor and influencer. You attract fame and fortune. Yes, Annie, I believe that you do. I mean, honestly, I've seen you put your mind to several things and literally make it happen in the most profesh way. It looks amazing. 10 of Wands, putting down some heavy burdens with the 3 of Pentacles collaborating, right? So putting aces in their places, you're very good about even preaching on that. So I would say that follow what, you know, like, what's the word? Follow your own advice. That's the point. Yes. And working with other people, getting people to join in on your channel, getting people to, mix up. Like, that's what I'm hearing, like mix the mediums. Mix the mediums? Yeah, I guess so. Mix the mediums, right? So you're going to do written, you're going to do oral, you're going to do video. I think the course will be good. I think, I see it evolving into more than one. So maybe this will be like I don't know what that means. It's just what I heard. Anything else for Annie? What was the other half of that question? I think creating the community is 3 of Pentacles. Didn't I just see that? Yes. Creating the community. 6 of Cups. You know what it is? 6 of Cups. They're telling me that you're going to excel at taking difficult concepts and making them accessible and understandable for all, right? And it's like massaging ease into the energy of money, if that makes sense. Like, money's very scary for a lot of people, especially oh, this is coming through, especially if it's been held as a control mechanism over someone, right? Like your parents, you know, dangled money over your head, your partner, your husband, your wife, somebody was in control. I feel like teaching people how to break free of that energy while teaching them the strength and power of their money through these classes is going to be very beneficial. That was a lot. That's what they said. I say do it. Yeah. Three of nothing. 4 of cups, right? New opportunities are going to come through. There's going to be a lot of adapting, right? But you know that already. So that would be King of Pentacles. Your ability to turn your vision into a successful venture. Annie, keep going. The work you are doing is great, but the work that you're going to be doing, 2027. Mark my words. That's all I can tell you for now. All right. Who was that? Kim Broach, $10. Thank you. A general, please. Okay. Kim. What do we have for Kim? Let's see. Let me open this up a little bit and see if I can. One moment. Thank you. All right. So here's what we have for Kim. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to tell your friends, your mama, your papa, your brothers, your sisters. I don't care if they're not Scorpios. Everyone can come. We can all hang out. We don't bite. We just sting. All right, what do we have for Kim? Oh, interesting. This has a huge butterfly on it. And it says kindred spirits. And so if you see this card, let me try to get the glare out of it. It looks like 2 sisters or 2 childhood friends or just 2 people that seem to be jiving. But what I like about it is because it's still Gemini season, right? The twins. Oh my gosh. This is so intense. I just heard that you're coming into complete alignment with all parts of yourself. And that, oh, wow. And that the advice here for you is to greet your past with compassion. And I say that a lot, but this is actually very specific towards you. It's almost like you are, I'm literally watching a butterfly, like the caterpillar butterfly process, and Spirit showing me like oh my gosh, like just this, just being in a cocoon. And it's almost like a rebirth. It's a beautiful transformation I'm witnessing. I hope that's true for you, Kim. Because if it isn't already, you're in for it because it's about to happen, girl. So buckle up. It's nice once you come out of the cocoon. It's in the cocoon that's... We're here for you. All right. What do we have? Yikes. Not yikes in a bad way. Hold on, Kim. I didn't mean it like that. So we've got the 3 of Wands coming through with the 2 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. This is saying like you're going to need to hold on to hope and make decisions based on what it is that you want, not out of fear. So I don't know if you're at a crossroads about something. I don't know if you're contemplating a big decision, but it looks to me like there's a couple of things holding you back from getting to your goal. One is these self-limiting beliefs, and it's not even like it's coming through like they're your beliefs. This is almost like over a period of time you were told, Kim, blah, 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 fill in the blank, right? And then it's closed you off is how I'm feeling. And it's almost made you not like a part of yourself. And I could be totally wrong here, lo siento, but that's what's coming through. And this is saying, look, no more. This is where, you say to yourself, I'm grateful that I had that part of me to protect me from all of the things that were happening back then. It's giving you the strength, actually. I feel like you're about to make some big decisions, like for real soon, like in this week, next week. I don't know. This 3 of Wands signifies that you are very firmly positioned towards the end of this week to move forward in something that you've been otherwise holding back on. I don't know, Kim. Anything else for Kim? Okay, well, okay. So 3 of Swords sometimes can indicate like some lying, cheating, stealing. So you have to determine for yourself if you're dealing with this energy, but I'm feeling like you're healing from this. That's what's coming through for me, that this is the ass end of the release of this heartbreak. And this is about learning to play up to your strengths, not believing what lies this heartbreak told you about yourself. This is saying, you know, moving forward, stop focusing on that portion of your experience and transmute that energy into your strengths, because you've got better places to be, quite frankly. Energetically, Spirit saying that you're like, I'm literally watching a shake next. Oh, shit. All right, Kim, look, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what just happened to you, but now I see the Tower card coming through. I was going to say, I feel like I'm watching like a snake shed its skin, right? We get that here a lot. And this could be just like a sudden realization that you're not this anymore. So I get that. Wow. Okay. Ooh, Kim. So the Magician card, right, has literally a snake around its waist, signifying transformation. And this is what this reading was about. Coming into right relationship with all parts of yourself, releasing a past hurt. I feel like you're alchemizing the energy and making it work for you. And that, God damn, that's for real. So, and then we've got the Eight of Pentacles here, right? You've really put 110% into this transformation. Now this is the release period. There's a healing here. Six of Pentacles. All right, Kim, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that you are in the midst of a spiritual transformation, which, by the way, the summer solstice, it being the longest day of the year, right, with it going, you know, the sun in Cancer, that is an excellent time for us to be all involved with our spiritual transformation and ascension and like getting that energy in for us. The full moon is going to, and I'm going to do a separate video on this for the week coming up, but the full moon's in our third house. So more on that to come, but this is a great time for that type of transformation. Interesting. All right, Kim, you'll have to let me know how that works out for you. Eunice, hello, my love. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure I'm not... Like I said before, guys, if you're just joining us, thank you so much for spending your time with me and us this evening. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I am most certainly looking to hit that 10,000 mark ASAP, which has almost been like well over a year. So, all right, Eunice. Hey, Stasi, is my teenage daughter getting into negative... Oh, honey, I hope not. Is my teenage daughter getting into negative influence relationships, and how can I help her? Damn. All right, hold on. Oh. Spirit, show me Eunice's daughter, please. Show me her friends. Okay, a couple of things came through immediately, and I'm just going to say everything that's coming through. I'm not going to... okay, so I actually just saw online connection. I'm showing someone not who they say they are. I'm showing a masculine energy. I'm very uncomfortable, actually. I'm showing a masculine energy. So there's an online communication, online relationship. Specifically, I'm being guided to a specific platform. I'm trying to watch the algorithm here. It rhymes with ok. All right, so yeah, there's something here on that platform. There's an engagement. I'm also seeing, like, okay. Show me Eunice's daughter, please. Who are her influences? What is surrounding her? What is the energy? And what do we need to know? I'm getting a lot of information. I'm hearing that like one thing is that she doesn't feel, and this is like, you don't need a psychic for this, right? But this is like almost all girls at this age. What, I'm not sure even what age she is, but you said teenager, right? So of course there's that like, I don't feel like I fit in. I'm feeling awkward, all the things. But it's almost like I feel that she's conflicted. Like putting herself into situations that maybe she wouldn't otherwise do except for the company she's keeping. Yeah. Yes. I okay. Show me more. I'm like, gosh, how old is she? Because I'm feeling like, hold on. All right. The Lover's card. Okay. So one more. Okay, give me two more. Show me Eunice's daughter, please. What else? Keep going. Seven of Pentacles, Hanged Man. All right. So intuitively, there's a few things I'm picking up on. One, I'm picking up on that she's dealing with somebody who's not actually who they say they are. Two, I feel like she's at a crossroads about to, like, considering making a decision that might not be in her best interest. And so in terms of what it is that you can do to help her, Spirit, show me. All right. So I would say the following. One is, I would say there needs to be an energy of like normalizing your past with her, whatever that looks like. So sitting down with her, and I think you might have said teenage daughter, but let's go with it. You know, bringing up experiences that maybe you have had, or, you know, using tools that we have like YouTube, right? Honestly. And like literally Googling, like, how can I help my daughter, you know, go through this experience, but intuitively, because that'll give you some, that'll give you some ideas, in addition to what I'm saying. But there is peer pressure, but the pressure I'm feeling is more within her, right? There is a false persona that lives within her, right? As she's like building her identity. And there's like this feeling, like this black sheep feeling. Maybe she just feels very awkward and she wants to prove herself. I'm not sure. But I feel like she is at a place where she might make a decision that's not in her best interest. I think that what you're going to need to do is have very authentic conversations with her. And I feel like you may have already done that, but, you know, this might be even like take her outside of the home, go for a walk, go somewhere. You know, I don't know how old she is or where you live or anything like that, but I can tell you that, you know, some creative ways to handle things depending on what kind of situation you think she's getting herself into, right? You can take her to volunteer at a women's shelter. That'll make people think twice about getting into a shady relationship. You can, you know, take her to, there's so much advice here. You could literally put her in a position to see the ramifications of making bad decisions, right? Whether that be, you know, there's so much coming through. I think this is going to be about getting pretty creative in saying to her that there are many options and that from her perspective and her algorithm is so small. Let's say she's 15, right? I'm making shit up. Let's say she's 15, 13, 15, whatever. And from her perspective, this is the entire world, right? What's in front of her, that's the best guy she's ever seen. That's the best friend she's ever had. That's the best outfit. That's the worst thing that's ever happened to her, right? It's so small. So find a way to show her like the eagle's perspective at such a young age. Try to pull her reality back and say, what you believe is in front of you, right, is not true. There's so much more. There's the world is abundant. Be mindful who you share your energy with. Empower her. Show her tools to, to have discernment. Show her tools to find information on the people that are coming towards her. I'm not really sure without more, but I do feel like it is time for you to get involved, and not in a way that's going to make her feel like you don't trust her, unless that does become an issue, but it's more in a way to empower her and to empower her is the best thing I can say to you. But yes, I feel strongly that she has influences in her life that are looking to get her involved in things that she has no business being involved in. All right. Happy. Hey, Happy. General reading for career and finance over the next 3 and 4 weeks. I've been looking into a new job for a while, but no success yet. Okay. Thank you for the donation. Career and finance. All right, everyone, while I'm shuffling these cards, I'm just going to do a quick prayer because I'm feeling a lot of different energies with everything that's going on out there. So as we move forward into a time, as we move forward with the summer solstice and the sun going into Cancer, I ask the goddess Ma'at to come forward. I ask that you bring the scales of justice and fairness and equality and discernment to us here on the physical plane. I ask that for all of us who have been placed in a position where we have feel controlled, silenced, indifferent, that we can move forward and break free, right? I ask for removal of the glass ceilings. I ask for opportunity, for fairness, for justice, for equality, and for the rise of the divine feminine and the healing of the divine masculine. So mote it be. Please tell me more. That's too many. I'll take these. There. Yeah. It's these. Okay. Sorry, I felt called to do that. And I'm not going to apologize. I'm just saying I felt called. That's too many. 1 second. Let me look at this real quick. Oh. I talk a lot of shit. I might have said it's too many, but they tell a real story. And it's literally everything I said a moment ago about the taking your spiritual gifts and putting them with your everyday knowledge, right? So this reads a prickly situation. Then I have spiritual work, independence, make it work, and investment. Let me just look. All right, look. Yeah, most of these cards, I'm wondering if I'm going to pull the Emperor. Most of these cards are all about like stepping into your own and starting your own business. Literally, it says you have everything you already need to make the money that you want. It talked about investment, so where you would have to invest in yourself. And it also talks about being independent, right? So it's time to stand on your own 2 feet and get away from the idea of working for someone. I know that's not easy for everybody to hear because it's like not necessarily attainable for everyone to do, but I feel like Spirit at least wants you to investigate what that would look like. This reads prickly situation. It says you need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. All right, so ultimately, right, the idea would be that somehow you find a path to create independence and entrepreneurship for yourself. in the interim, let's look and see what we have available for us. So show me for happy what it looks like for career and finance, please. Keep going. Yes. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles with the 2 of Wands. Queen of Cups, 10 of Wands. So when the 10 of Wands shows up and we're talking about career and you're talking about like being blocked, this is like literally don't give up. You are just about there. And when I was asking Spirit for guidance and I was shuffling, I heard 3rd week in July. I don't intuitively, I do not feel like that is when you start. I feel that that is when the offer comes, 3rd week in July, with the start date of potentially 2nd week. What is that? 1 second. I don't know. They're showing me the 8-8 portal. Oh, that's coming up, isn't it? So maybe there's something there because I'm seeing an offer in July. And then they're showing me the 8-8 portal. That's the most I can offer you right now with the job. But I do keep feeling strongly that there is this push to, and this is going to be for everybody because this is what the universe is actually wanting us to do. It's a push to entrepreneurship in some form or another. And I understand, again, not accessible for everyone. So it's still going to be where you're going to have to find a creative outlet for yourself. And ideally start making a second stream of income, right? And I think that's what most people are going to do. They're going to kind of, be working and then decide, oh, let me just start turning my content into something that I really enjoy instead of just reposting other people's stuff. I think a lot of people are going to be doing that because the tools are going to be there to make us, to make it more accessible. But that's what I'm hearing for you. So definitely employment by August, but let me check something. Because this 10 of Pentacles is all the things. But this 2 of Wands signifies it's still, for the way I'm reading it right now, a little bit longer. Hold on. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. All right, if you're new to my channel, when I need a yes, my pendulum goes in a circle. And when I need a no, my pendulum will go back and forth. That's not true for everyone. That's how I pendulum. Spirit, show me a yes, please. Thank you. Show me a no. Thank you. Will Happy have employment in July of 2023? Yes. Will Happy start the job for compensation in July of 2023? No. Okay. Will Happy start the job in August of 2023 for compensation? Yeah. That's the way I see it. I hope that's true for you. You'll have to come back and let us know. But yeah, something about that, I don't even know when that day is, so somebody will have to tell me if that's a day of the week or not, but that's how it's coming through. I hope so. Anna is, oh, shit. Oh, wow, guys, thank you so much, everyone. Anna, is my son Lucas gifted? He's a Cancer. So I'm okay. I'm going to tell you how I really, really feel, and then I'm going to pull some cards, okay? We are all gifted, but there are those of us that wake. Okay. We, as energetic beings in corporeal form, all carnate, right? We all come here with, like the magician, with all the tools we need to tap into our psychism, to tap into our intuition, right? All of it. However, right, the programming that we are indoctrinated into, right, the false matrix, in addition to the veil of forgetfulness, has it so that many of us have to study, right, to break free from it. Those of us that are more intuitive and more in touch with things, we end up sometimes waking up sooner, or usually there's a catalyst, like a health issue, a crisis, a sudden and unexpected event. Now, I feel intuitively already that the answer to your question is yes. And it has to do with you and your experience specifically, that was the catalyst to your basic, you know what I'm saying, right? So that catalyst, right, put you in some sort of journey from that point forward. So at the point that you became a mother, your DNA, your experience, your gifts transmuted into that of your child. And so I believe that he was already born more sensitive, more awake, more aware. And for some of us, right, I would say yes. The answer is yes. Let me look. What can you tell me about Lucas, please? Like, so he'll go through a period of like potentially denial of it and like just suppression, and then and I don't know if this is actually going to remain the case because the universe is changing and the energetics of Earth are rising, so it may not present and unfold in this way for him, where in the past it may have taken some time for him to come into alignment with his gifts, but I actually feel like it might happen just easier for him and sooner. And I'm hearing, literally hearing, auditory, like, so for him his gifts are going to present as like potentially hearing, like the ringing of the ears, maybe even hearing voices, right? He might say that he's hearing voices, but it's his guides. Yeah. So Knight of Wands comes through, right, with the World card. So I feel like definitely things are about to change for him pretty quickly. And but yeah, yes. And the Fool card. Wow. And the Fool card. The World card, the Fool card, and the Knight of Wands. What an adventure. I feel like he's going to have a lot to offer you, if you can imagine that. Like, so like little nuggets of wisdom will just fly out of his mouth, like angelic words. Yes, he's gifted. He can hear, and his clairs will continue to come through. Hey, be careful about food sensitivities with him. I don't know why that just came through. It did, potentially because he is so gifted. There may be a time where he presents with an intolerance. Specifically, I'm picking up lactose intolerance, and then he will probably start to have an aversion towards meats. I think his frequency is a little high for some of the things, so be mindful of that because it will present in physical symptoms first. Wow, that really came through. Hey, Diana. Thank you for the donation. Hey, Stasi, I have decided not to fight wills and trust. I just don't want to go through such negativity for the next 2 to 5 years in my mid-60s. I feel I am about to come into all positivity and love. Hold on. Let me check. Do you see that as well? One moment. Diana. You know, Diana, I don't know when you chimed into the reading, but in the earlier, right, I said, I don't even remember what I said, but I know something about inheritance and like hearing from an estranged sibling might come up. I know I said that, right? So I don't know. Go back to that portion of the reading because that might be the, oh shit. Listen, Eight of Swords, like literally being stuck in your head this is what's happening right now. And then the Knight of Wands is like something happening really, really quick. Show me the inheritance for Diana, please. What's this? Oh, child, the Devil card. The Devil card. Okay. I understand. Look, we have that full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn energy. Let me see something. Actually, the full moon in Capricorn is in our third house. I'm assuming you're a Scorpio. It's in our third house. That has to do with our siblings, okay? That has to do with communication. It's showing up. And Saturn, right? Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And so Saturn is all about, like, if you can imagine, it is that the taskmaster, like, did you get this done? Did you do that? Did you cross that off your checklist? Did you work for it? Did you earn the release? Did you, like, did you cross your, like, so legal things that you've been putting off, and this, because this is happening for a lot of us, legal things you've been putting off, or things that you thought were going to resolve on their own that haven't, come back up in the next 6 weeks. And I feel like this full moon is going to illuminate, right, what it is that you need to focus on. So I think truly that this third house full moon energy might actually bring to the surface the injustices, because that's one of the reasons why I called on Ma'at, because I feel like so many of us are dealing with injustices silently, right? Because we're choosing the higher road. We're choosing to push the energy away. But again, remember, we can absorb it, we can reflect it, or we can transmute it. And so Spirit's saying, sure, you can walk away from it, but you're not going to, because Capricorn says you're going to have to face it. So there's something here. Take that how it resonates. But I feel, Diana, that this is a situation that's going to have to be addressed one way or the other. If it comes up again, and I think it will, to be honest, yeah, because then we've got let me see something. 4 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Ten of Swords with the Devil card. So definitely the ending of a chapter, ending of something. Can you show me what's coming up for Diana? Ooh. I don't know how else to word this, and I don't know how many siblings or whatever there is, but I'm picking up on an energy that, let's just say, whoever else is involved, at least one person is facing their own personal health trauma or drama. And as a result, something has to happen, right? That's the catalyst for this to come to a head. And that's the most I'm comfortable saying. So there's a tower moment that takes place outside of you, in that wherever this inheritance, this holdup is, there's something going on over there. Creates a bridge. Unexpected, completely, for sure. Yep. So yeah, unexpected, right? Strength card, having to face your fears. And this could also be, you could be dealing with a Leo, right? It could be talking that someone that is a Leo is who is coming through, or this might even be like communication or resolution towards August. Romantically, is there anything coming in for Diana, please? Ace of Cups. So yeah, there's something here for you. I would say King of Wands, and we did see Leo energy earlier. You could be attracting a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Be mindful if you do attract somebody new in the next 6 weeks. They might be here for a good time, not a long time. So do not repaint anyone once they show you who they are. But I feel like there's at least King of Wands. I see a lot of fire when it comes up. Oh my gosh. King of Wands. And then as I broke the deck again, I've got the 8 of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So this is saying, like, even when it does come your way, you might just be like, oh, I don't know about this. Does this person only want one thing? Blah, blah, blah. But, you know, live a little. Have some fun. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Just say no. Or have fun. But either way, enjoy yourself, right? But when it comes to matters of the inheritance, you might unexpectedly get some information as we approach July, August. All right, Diana, that's how it comes through. As far as love, I think it's going to be just a little bit further down, like true love. Maybe like you meet this person August, but by September it grows legs. And there might be somebody, either it's the person that you meet here coming up soon, but it doesn't materialize into something. Like if it's long distance, maybe you don't really see this person, or there's I don't have a commitment, right? A one-on-one steady Eddie until like August, September. And it might be the same person, but there's something that makes it not steady Eddie until later. What is it? Because you have got other things to take care of, is what Spirit's saying, actually. Yeah. And then there's the 9 of Cups. Yeah, Diana, I feel like it's going to come for you, but I do think that there's going to be some sort of unexpected information about the inheritance. I don't know that you're going to have to pursue much. I feel like it might come to you. Oh, hold on. Jody, thank you. Let me see if I can. I am trying to conceive this summer. Yes. Was wondering if I will be successful or stop trying. No, don't stop trying. No, I love babies. Hold on. Girl, you're a Scorpio. Don't stop trying. I'm too immature. I'm so sorry. All right. Let's see. Jody. All right. First of all, a couple of things, Jody. One is, okay. So this Cancer, okay. Bring it in. Gemini energy. The twins, right? We're moving from that into Cancer season. Cancer is all about the home, the nurturer, Queen of Cups. This is a good time. The summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, like I said, is the longest day of the year. And all over, right? This has to do with you. All over like the world, well, in the Northern Hemisphere, there are celebrations, especially with our ancestors. There are celebrations for this time of year. Because in the Northern Hemisphere, this is seen as a time of abundance and a time of fire and ignition, a time of embracing passions, because we've come from this dormant 6 months of reflection, and now the sun comes out to energize us, to energize us and give us what we need to make what it is that we've been working on happen. So it's going from the 7 of Pentacles, the try part, to the 8 of Pentacles, which is the, focus and tension part, to the 9 of Pentacles, where you just sit in it, and the 10 of Pentacles, it becomes the family. So show me the pregnancy, please. Yeah, it's happening. So Temperance card is all about healing. I will say this. I don't know if you've had, and I know you said you have been trying, but this, I feel like there may have been a miscarriage. And if there was, my apologies for that experience. But I don't mean to say but. I'm channeling. Lo siento. The point is, Temperance, healing. But there's something here about like divine intervention as well. And I've got the 6 of Wands coming through, which is victory. Sagittarius, give me 1 second. Show me. Okay. Okay. Keep going. What is Cancer energy shows up, Queen of Cups. We were just talking about her. So Cancer energy, this, yes, keep going. I'm picking up on a few things, okay? I'm hearing September. One moment. What else? Okay, devil energy shows up with the Page of Pentacles. So there, okay, thank you. Here's the advice. You're going to have to make some changes, all right, with your physical body is what's happening. So when I'm asking internally, like, what are the blockages? What is happening? So there's a change in your diet potentially that has to take place. You might have to cut out some vices, whatever that looks like for you, okay? It could be alcohol. You might have to end that. It could be the smoke. It could be whatever, right? It might even just be that you are stressed and you have to release the control, because this is what that devil energy shows up. And we were just talking about Saturn being the taskmaster, saying, okay, listen, put your ducks in a row. You want a baby, then this is what we're going to have to do. You're going to have to get serious, and you're going to have to go to the appointments, and you're going to have to do blah, 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 blah. So I see a series of steps taking place where you're going to have to get real focused, right? Real focused about the timing of everything, and I'm sure you are, okay? But if you're finding yourself way focused, then it might just be to ease off of that. There's a lot, everything with pregnancy, not everything, but so much with pregnancy is about the energy that you're in and your body allowing for this to take place, right? It's such a magical process. It's a miracle that anyone can get pregnant. But I would say to you that, I really feel strongly that there is a positive pregnancy happening, one that comes to fruition, a birth, a live birth. Page of Pentacles here. Let me see. What else do we have? I'm just hearing there has to be a change in your environment, right? I'm certain you're doing all of the things already, but I want you to take a step back and just say, okay, what's stressing me out? Can I get away with my person? Do I need to make some appointments? So there's some hurdles here for sure, but yes, a pregnancy comes forward. The Emperor card. Why the Emperor? Aries energy. Number 4, foundation, home. Oh, you know what? I just heard that you're carrying a lot of pain about this internally, and part of that is blocking you, and I'm going to show you why I'm saying this. So I'm sorry, this is coming through, and I don't know if this is true, okay? But let's just say, for example, you're exhausted of trying, and you're feeling very guarded, and just, it's our body, right? So if you're feeling like anything like shame, like, why can't I? Is it me? What's wrong with me? All that stuff. There's something there that's creating a block, because the Emperor, if you look, the Emperor has a red robe on, yeah? But underneath of that robe is armor. Like, you see that they're dressed with armor underneath, because the Emperor is is always ready for battle. That's why they have the armor underneath their clothes. So maybe there's something here about it's too much guard, too much expectation, like, it's not going to happen this time, is it? And I don't know that that's for you, but if you have that internal record playing in the back of your head, the only way to really break that is to be conscious that it exists to begin with, and then greet it with, that was the past. We're having a baby. and just keep massaging. I'm having a baby. I'm having a baby. I'm having a baby. I see my baby. I want my baby, right? And just envision that life force within you. Envision all of the things. It makes such a difference. It's a completely different frequency than, it's not going to happen this time, I can already tell. Which happens to every single human after a period of consistent pattern of no. We begin to expect no. If that's you, start making that switch, but there's going to be some hurdles here with doctor's appointments, and changing the diet and your day-to-day environment is big. So I wish you all the best. I do feel victory again. I saw the 4 of Pentacles, which is, like a couple of things, like, be mindful of your expenses right now because you were going to have a baby. And then I see the 6 of Wands here, which is victory ahead. Yes, I feel that it's going to work out for you. Congratulations. Everybody, just let's just put some power for the baby. Let's just imagine, right, that she is pregnant and with a positive pregnancy test and carrying that baby full term and happy and healthy, and that her body has a physical vessel to bring new life into this world, right? We need it. We need new energy. So mote it be. I wish you all the best. I love me a baby. And when you get pregnant, I want a picture of, the ultrasound. I do. Christo, what's going on, girl? Hey, Stasi, any messages? Waiting on child support to change living situation still. Improve my finances and career and life for my kids. Krista, I don't know what to tell you, but something is happening out there in the universe with, how should I put this? With injustices and fairness. Like I'm telling you, that's why I called on my, it is something is happening. I'm noticing it with people coming to me and showing me and telling me what's happening, my own experience. It's almost like where you've tried to take the high road, there is a catalyst, right? It's like I'm watching a pressure cooker situation. So I feel like there is a greater plan in place that we as individuals just cannot see, because I'm noticing this for many Scorpios. So let me take a look into this child support situation. 8 of Wands, right? So you're taking the action. That's progression and forward movement. Show me Krista's situation, please. 7 of Wands, building boundaries, fighting for what you want. We go from the 7 to the 8. So we had the 8, the 7, and the 8. Interesting. 7, 8, July 8th, maybe? 7, 8, July 8th, August 7th. What about those days? I just heard birthday party. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if one of your children is... Oh, the note. Sorry, hold on. Sometimes when my spirit guides come through, it messes with my nose. I don't know if one of your kids, if there's a birthday party. I don't know. I just heard birthday party, and I heard something about a birthday party. I also saw a contract. I saw a contract get ripped. I saw it be revised. In your favor. I'm seeing a revision to the contract. I'm seeing a revision to custody. Why? Things are going to go in your favor. Something happens. The Hermit card, Virgo energy, 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Truth, the Tower. I didn't make it up. My nose is on fire. Okay, so, girl, I don't know what it is, right? But there's something is happening. I feel it really strongly, where the truth comes out. This is happening for a lot of us. Something happens, the truth comes out, or you get some information, something is discovered. And for whatever reason, I have a very strong feeling about a birthday party. So listen, this could be any, and I also have, oh my God, my nose. I also have the 4 of Swords here. This is about like just chill for a second. That's I literally just heard chill for a second. This is coming through kind of weird and look, I don't know if this man goes to a birthday party, gets pulled over. I don't know if there's like a DUI. I don't know if there's a situation where he gets himself into some legal trouble. Child, if you could just see this candle over here going mental, I don't know. But I feel he's going to hang himself. And I'm not mad about that. Something happens, though, where you have a different situation with your children. And I just heard compelled, being compelled. Oh, so that would be a court order, potentially. I forget where you live, what country. I think you're in the United States, right? So, like being compelled, a motion to compel, is that the word? I'm not an attorney. Oh my gosh, yeah. So this is you healing from this narcissistic bullshit. Literally, that's what this is. Healing the narcissist. Four of Swords, taking a break. I just heard Spirit has a plan. Okay, Krista, so now I have to get into it. The last reading for Scorpio, I pulled one of these animal spirit cards, and it was Koala Spirit. And it read, Spirit has a plan. Today, when I was meditating, right, I told you the Fool card popped out. The other card that I pulled out of this deck, it came through again, Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. Just now, when I'm doing this, and I saw the Tower, the Three of Swords, all this stuff, it says, Spirit has a plan. That's all I keep seeing, and that's what I keep seeing for a lot of us. There's something here that we won't have access to until after it happens, and I'm seeing after the full moon in Capricorn is going to highlight people's addictions and people's their shit, right? Their ick is going to come to the surface. And for people who have been behaving in a way to control others, that's going to come forward. Oh, this is coming through. Be mindful. Something may happen. That's the best thing I can say to you. So I think that's why I'm not getting a Temperance card, the Magician, time of transformation. Let me see the rest of your question. Is there anything coming through with career for Krista? Six of Swords, better days ahead are coming through. The Magician, you're going through a transformation. Again, I heard you're not going to be privy to the magic they have made. What? I guess what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is like it's better than you could have expected. I hope so. The High Priestess, they're not going to show me. So guys, whenever I'm looking into something and the Moon card or the High Priestess card comes out, right? This is Krista, intuitively, I feel that he's about to hang himself. I feel that your financial situation is going to change. I feel like there's going to be a change to your custody arrangement. I feel like September is going to be a big month for you for some reason. Maybe because that's when the kids go back to school. And I said September. I saw the Hermit card. That's a number 9. And then I just pulled 9 of Pentacles. And they're showing me independence financially for you. And I'm also seeing freedom from him. September is going to be a pivotal month. Something happens here. Unexpected. He hangs himself. I'm excited for that time. I wish you all the best, Krista. I really feel like hang in there. He is about to just burn to the ground. Girl, something happens. It's legal. I feel it. Death card shows up. Oh, child, wait a minute. Okay, we're just going to call this transformation, and then because then I've also got the 10 of Swords here. So yeah, I just feel like there could be some legal situations that are happening, and, things are going to change. I feel like there's going to be a significant turn of events that lead you in a better position. September is like I feel like an end point for you. Not the beginning point, but like an end point. I hope so. So I would say between now and September, lots of new things are going to come to the surface. Not new, but truths come to the surface, for lack of a better word. All right, let's see. All right, Krista, let me see. You just typed in. Great. Thanks. My daughter will have her birthday August 30th. He's taking the kids. Oh, I can't see because there's an emoji covering. He's taking the kids in something until then. Hold on. All right. Hey, Irene. Hey, Irene. So, guys, I just have to say, Irene Richardson over here, wherever you see her name. So, thank you, Irene. I'm going to out you. She did a quantum healing, right, for me remotely, and it was amazing. I haven't had a chance, Irene, to give you feedback on that. But as I did a reading for her, and she was kind enough to reach out to me and offer me a quantum healing session, and it was amazing. It was amazing, and I was knocked out for like 3 days healing. It actually did a lot of Irene, I'm coming back to you. I'll tell you that right now. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Irene, you need a website. I don't know. We need to get you out there. Good. That was good. It was amazing. All right. So now let me go back up. I've got Diana. I've got that. I've got Krista. All right, so I think I got everybody who made a donation. So now we are approaching 8 o'clock, and I'm starting to overheat a little bit. So I'm going to take a moment and just re-get my energy. Re-get? No, that's not a word. Give me a minute. Seriously, guys, am I out of the water? So I hope everyone's doing well. I don't know what you guys have been getting into. Life has been wild over here, for sure. But my kiddo is out of school, and then he's traveling all summer, and I feel like I don't even get to see him. He's going to summer camp, 2 different summer camps, going to Hawaii, because he travels, he's a singer, doing a lot of stuff. I'm very excited for him. Where else is he going? Florida, all the places. And he's 16, and he keeps telling me that he needs a girlfriend. That's what I'm working with. He had one, and then no more, and it's been a while, and I thought, whew, I have some time, and but he's very busy this summer, so I'm hopeful to just get him into his junior year. I love this kid. All right, I don't know how I got on that. I don't even know where my mind went. I was asking about summers. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, let's see who's on here. Irene. Oh, Irene, that was good shit. I really appreciated it. What is this? Sassy. Hey, girl. I was supposed to work a party tonight, but it got canceled, so I'm able to support the live stream. Perhaps hear a message. Where were you going? A party? Well, let me get back to you. Hold on. Oh, there's so many. Oh, it's hot. What is this? D. I don't have a question, but anything you can see on me? DG. Let's see. Hold on. Krista. Stasi, your guide say anything about love? Love. Let me tell you what. It's interesting. As I will say this, as far as like a collective Scorpio type energy, this is what I've been picking up for us as far as relationship. Okay. So bear with me because I've done a lot of soul searching on this one. So if you're in relationship and you're a Scorpio, right, depending on, how should I put this? It really does depend on what stage you entered into a relationship, for the lack of a better word. So if you're of a certain age, right, and I would say like you've been married 20, 30 years, something like that, I'm not thinking the universe is going to create this upheaval in your reality, right? I feel like you've worked through it. This is your deal. You might change things in your relationship, but for the most part, Scorpio, if you were going to leave that relationship, you would have done it. And I don't think that's the case for many people who have been in it for a while, like you're grandfathered into a marriage. Not that you're not happy. I'm just saying like you're going to stay, right? That's going to work out. You're there. For those of you that are like in that in-between liminal space where you're not really sure about your relationship, if you're having questions about your relationship, Scorpio, I feel like you're going to evolve beyond the relationship you're in. That's a huge message I've been getting for Scorpios. Again, it's general, not going to apply to everybody, but this is going to be true for your friendships, all the things. It's not necessarily going to be endings on bad notes. It's just you're not going to have the same interest. You're not going to align, period. If you are a single Scorpio, two things are going to happen. One is if you're like super, I don't want a relationship, I don't want one, it's still coming your way because there's something here about forcing us single Scorpios to learn to play nice in the sandbox with others, right? That's what I keep hearing. Like, we're going to have to learn how to like relationship and people. That's a verb. We're going to have to people. So there's that. But I feel like we're going to maybe not necessarily step into like that main character, not main character, but like that soul mate, like one-on-one type thing right away. So it's almost like July is going to be a much better month for Scorpios to match on a deeper romantic level than June will provide us. You might meet, like I keep saying that if you're single, you're definitely going to have some suitors come your way. If you are putting yourself out there, most of us will end up meeting somebody in the community. That's what I'm hearing as well. So just, it's going to be like random type stuff. I've been seeing a lot of that, but, for the most part, Scorpios are in a ascension period, and it's kind of hard to vibe with other people right now for some of us, depending on where you are. So be patient, I guess is the best thing to say. And like I said before, discernment is going to be a big part of this process, because all joking aside, the way this works is like spirit has put you in these loops with relationships that, you know, you're going to be tested again, right? So like you say you want a great relationship with a great guy, but now, or girl, and now are you settling for somebody because, you know, you don't want to be alone and this person is okay enough? Like, you know, are you going to try to repaint somebody? You're going to take on another project. That's what I heard. So it's, a little bit more time, Scorpio. I just don't feel like it's around the corner just yet. That's how it's coming through. Hold on one second. Let me just look. All right, guys, I'm starting to run out of steam, to be honest with you. I don't know that I can do this too much longer because, as you know, I've been healing from my own health stuff, and so I can feel the energy starting to deplete. All right, so I've got the Seven of Cups, the Fool card. I spoke it into existence. No shit. So as far as relationships go, let me show you what came out. So as far as relationships go, it's literally what I was just saying, right? This is the heartache. This is the hurt. This is the ick that we've been healing from. This is like we've been in our independent energy for a while. And here's a lot of options, right? A lot of different ways to attack this relationship project that we're all going to be working on. I call it a project because, man, Seven of Cups, discernment. That's what it's going to be about. A lot of discernment. I think Spirit's going to send you a lot of options, and there's going to have to be the Lover's card, crossroads energy. You're going to have to pick and choose wisely. And by the way, I keep saying don't repaint people, but just don't repaint somebody when they show you who they really are. You know, like I have literally gone out on a date with someone and just been like, so if you were me, would you date you again? Would you go out with yourself? And I've had people say, oh, hell no, I would run. I had a guy tell me that. And I was like, so if you were me, you would run. He's like, absolutely. He's like, you could probably do a lot better than me. So I don't know, Scorpios, just start asking people like, hey, would you go out with yourself again if you were me? And see what they say. And if they say no, don't revisit it. He was really good looking and I couldn't. I couldn't. Oh, what a shit show. All right, let's see. Who's that? Hey, Claude. I'm back. Yeah, where have you been? Can you tell me what's coming in for me in the near future? A private reading, Claude. Book one. I'm just joking. I've hit the wall, guys. I don't know. I'm tired. Let's see. Claude, Knight of Wands, Temperance, Three of Cups. That's funny. So I saw the Knight of Wands, Temperance, Three of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune's about luck and right timing. You might meet somebody, the way that came through. But again, with that Knight of Wands energy, I don't know if it's something that you're going to entertain for a long time. Maybe just a good time. Anything else for Claude? Are you the one with the settlement? I can't remember. Because that Wheel of Fortune, I'm looking at a contract. I don't know. I'm looking at a contract and I'm seeing numbers change on it. I don't know what that looks like for you. This could even be a rental agreement. I don't know. It's hard to tell what this is because I'm starting to really deplete with energy. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's something here. I'm looking at a contract. I can't tell if it's a settlement or if it's a rental contract, a lease, some sort of contract. And I'm literally watching numbers change. So if you sign anything in the near future, read it twice. Make sure you know what you're signing. I am seeing a celebration. I saw the date 7/14. I'm getting, this is so random. I'm getting reference to a mother figure. Oh, I'm losing. Wait 1 second. I can't make out what this is. I'm sorry, Claude. I'm getting reference to a mother figure. I'm seeing the numbers 7/14. And numbers change on a contract. Ooh. Guys, I'm so sorry. I think I'm tapped out. All right. I can hang out for a couple minutes and just chill with you guys, but I think as of right now, it is 8:07, almost 8:08 p.m. in the Eastern Standard Time, and I just would like to, for this moment, say thank you everyone for spending your time with me and for hanging out with us. I'm going to stay on for a little bit, but I can't take any more questions. I can BS with you, but I've got to stop with the spirit guides. They're starting to fade out. I'm starting to fade out. So just remember that we are all stars from the sky, with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. All right. And may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it, Scorpio. Now, this channel is going under some construction because I am going under repair. I'm repairing and I'm going back to school. I'm studying for, so I can do my professional astrology and the different charts and stuff like that. So that's taking up quite a bit of my time and, also trying to live a balanced life. So bear with me as I continue to make changes, but you guys are such great supporters. I've gotten a lot of feedback ever since I took a change and I, was like cutting back on all the signs and all the readings. A lot of you had really given a lot of feedback of what you'd like to see for Scorpio. So it looks like I will be doing a lot of Scorpio still, probably going back to more Scorpio readings, but it's not just going to be the weekly readings. There'll be readings, lunations. We're probably going to do more astrology, right, as we progress and as I progress. And I still like a way to include all the different signs because obviously I can read for all the signs, but there's something here that I'm meant to pursue more specifically for Scorpio. And also many of you know that I started this channel as a way to leave tidbits of myself for my son because of course I was in a very different health situation and I wasn't sure what was going to be left behind for him, right? So he's also a Scorpio. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, maybe this is just like my little gift to him at some point. He doesn't listen to me. He doesn't want to hear me preach now, but maybe one day he'll need the words of advice, or not. I don't know. Wishful thinking. But yeah, I'll be doing a lot more Scorpio stuff. And if there's anything or content you guys want to see, let me know. Drop some comments. Send me, an email, whatever. And you can also find me on Instagram. It's very easy for me to see the messages on Instagram, whereas on YouTube, even though I respond to all of you guys, I often can't see if someone's replied to a comment I've already made. It won't give me that notification. I have to manually check for those. If there's any topics that you want to see covered, then let me know. I'm certainly working on tarot classes and all that stuff, but that's later on down the road as I learn more of the technology that we have here. Let's see what else. So what's going on, guys? Do you have any other questions that maybe are not necessarily tell me about my future Stasi? Because Stasi is tapped all the way out at this point. Lawyer is moving things forward, but my ex is stalling. Man, Krista, what is it? I mean, why do these people who were involved with us, right? And I feel like, is this a Scorpio thing? Like, is it that when we disentangle from someone that they just go out of their way? I don't know what it is. I don't know if Scorpios are just generally so strong that once we disentangle, like the other person can't hang. I don't know, but I feel like it's happening to quite a bit of us. And it's not just the women, because I mean, I have, not as many, it's not an equal, but I definitely have a lot of men that come through this channel that are going through, some sort of not the best relationships, to be honest. And it's like getting away from this icky behavior that other people have brought to the table. And so, I don't know, Krista, I wish you the best. I can't wait till this is like over for you, honestly. You deserve better. Damn. Hello from Florida. Hello. Stasi, your guys are saying anything about... Oh, yeah, I read that one. Let's see. Let's see, Claude. What are you saying, Claude? You've been working a lot. Yes, I have a settlement pending. Okay. I have Santo being done godmother. You were right on point. Who knows what I said, because now I can't remember. But I'm glad I was on point. Hey, Maria, I hope you're doing well. How's the spiritual ascension coming along? How are the spirits treating you? Have you decided to become a full-on psychic medium yet? Tell us about your farmer's market trip. That farmer's market. Your son looks just like you. You're a great mom. Oh, thank you. Oh, I do love him very much. He is my favorite human. He is. He's absolutely my favorite human. I couldn't have asked. I hit like the jackpot. I'm going to turn into that mom where I'm just like doting on my kid. I can't help it. I think he's perfect. I can't help it. I just love him so much. He's funny. And he's a Scorpio. I mean, he's just hilarious. I don't know. I think mostly what it is that he's 16, and I firmly believe that I'm 16 in my head. I think he's probably way more mature than me. If you guys have ever familiar with Beavis and Butthead, I really feel like I channel that immaturity often. So we get along great. The farmer's market. So I decided to get out of the house, and that experience is captured on my Instagram, where I decided I was going to go to the local thing, whatever that was. I was going to channel Gemini season. And yes, y'all, I leave the house. I go on dates a lot. I do not this week. The well is dry, but whatever. Normally I go out, I go on dates. I try to have a good time, like short, brief experiences out there in the wild. So I decided to do a daytime thing by myself. And I went to the farmer's market, and it was a lot of people. It was so many people. It was just so many people, and it was too much for me. But I did see a therapy dog. Her name was Poppy, and I was standing in the middle of like this really busy thing, and I'm literally in my mind going, okay, I brought my camera. I'm going to make content. I'll be busy, and I can just focus on that. And then all of a sudden, this beautiful dog with like this reddish hair comes galloping towards me, and You can tell that she was being trained. She had like this harness and like a very, very loose like muzzle or whatever, just so that she could say she had it on. But she was, I don't know, like a teenager as far as dogs go. And she jumped on top of me and I couldn't have been happier. I couldn't have been happier. And her owner was like, or her trainer was like, Poppy, get down. And I said, no, it's fine. And I just hugged her. And then Poppy found me a few more times before I left. And that was my experience at the farmer's market. I recorded to capture the moment and also a little bit to have something to do while I was around all those people. I enjoyed it, right? For the most part. It was just, again, it was a lot. It was warm. And as an empath, I keep pushing myself to get out there and do things in larger crowds at different times a day with different types of people. And I was overstimulated. So I'm neurodivergent. I think we've talked about that a gazillion times. And so for me, ever since my health situation, I don't have the same ability to mask as I used to, or to maybe to regulate. And I am still considered, and I guess a peer to some, if I don't talk too much, as high functioning. So you can't always tell. But in those moments, Poppy could tell. But that was like that was the best part of it. So if you go to my Instagram, you'll see the beautiful redhead Poppy. I love her. She was great. Let's see. Have a good night. Maybe one time I can get a question in as I work a lot. Hockey something. So DG, what was your question? Did you have one? Wasn't it something really general? It says, yeah, look, you said maybe one day I can get a question in, but then you didn't have a question. You said, I don't have a question. When I get to the end of the experience, if it's not a direct something, I can't. But I would love to work with you. Maybe we can do it next time. I'm going to try to come on next Saturday as well. I try to put up the thumbnail a little bit ahead of time if I can, but with summer and my kid traveling and all the things, for right now, I can't guarantee it's always going to be every Saturday at 6. Plus, I have viewers all over the place, and when I do every Saturday at 6, that makes it so that not everyone can have this experience. So I try to sometimes switch it up. Sometimes I'll do a Friday or a Saturday, Sunday, daytime, evening. But, what I could do is I could put out a poll maybe before next week and see what options I have for a live stream and see when most of you will be available. So always check out the community tab. I do post polls and questions and just fun stuff there as well. Let's see. Oh, hold on, Claude. What do you do, Claude? Huh. Yeah, what do you do, Claude? Claude. I'm working with 2 other Scorpios. Hold on. What is it? It doesn't have to be with your guide. Oh, I'm missing it. I got a question. Hold on. I'm totally missing the end of this. Tell us about the farmer's market. Your son looks like you. Thank you. I gotta go ahead. I love dogs. Doesn't have to be with you. I'm working with 2 other Scorpios. 2 is a high vibing. Let me tell you about Scorpios. You know what, guys? So if you saw the reading I did last week, one of the things I said in the relationship portion of it, I was like, wow, some of you might actually be meeting another Scorpio. So I had just met a Scorpio that week. None of this turned into anything. None of it did. No quicker than I met it did it roll out. So I met one Scorpio and I was like, oh, that's fascinating. And then right after that reading, I sure enough met another Scorpio right after that. And so for whatever reason, me attracting a healed Scorpio I'm attracting a lot of really interesting Scorpios. Not for me, Scorpios. But I think I would like to have that experience. So far, I've attracted 3 unhealed Scorpios. And, they say you bring about what you think about. So either I keep thinking about messed up Scorpios or I am a messed up Scorpio. Womp womp. It sucks. Guys, I'm exhausted of dating. Is that awful? I like dating. I shouldn't say that because then I'm going to attract who knows what. It's just, I feel like I'm on a job interview at some point. It's like, hi, how are you? And what are you looking for? And what do you do in your free time? And everybody sends in their representative. And I'm just sitting there as an empath. And I'm like, oh, Christ, you're lying. Okay. That's not true. I have a lot of fun when I go out, but it's just, you guys, who's dating? Like, let me know. Are you guys dating? Are you finding it to be... I think I might go back to the farmer's market to avoid the dating. Oh, let's see. I started 2 hours ago, Jennifer. I'm 41 and I don't give a flip about dating. I know, right? But that's temporary. That's the thing. And that's the thing, right? For Scorpios, of course, it could last. We could go, it's wild, right? How we can go one way or the other for extended period of time. But everything's cyclical. So I was definitely in my FU era, like 2022, 2023. Then we got to like November of 23 and I was like, well, maybe. And I did start like something more serious, not even serious, consistent. And then now I'm back to the meh. I don't know. It is cyclical, right? You just go back and forth. I'd rather spend my time and energy on my career. Like, I want money and travel. I hear you. So strange, the world of dating now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So my nail guy told me to join Facebook dating. It is an interesting experience, and I feel like my algorithm is just effed up is what it is, because there's 0% chance that that's the only time. Guys, I'm telling you, I get just anything from like 20 something, which I mean, no offense, it might be for someone out there. I can't. If you could be my kid, I can't. I can't. And what are we going to talk about? Like, oh my God. But they hit me up all the time. And then like the other side of the spectrum. And I'm just looking for a very specific type of human, like, 44 to 48 years old. Where are you? Come forward. No. I wonder if we just keep like I told you, I'm going to do Stasi singles. We're going to have like a board. We got to figure it out. There's too many of us. I'd enjoy a nice date. Well, Sassy, by the way, congratulations. So everyone, Sassy got herself a job. Did you already announce that up in here? Because I've been talking nonstop. Has Molly been on tonight? Look, I'm like checking in on people. Has anybody seen Molly? I feel like I saw her name and then I didn't see any comments. Single, no dates. I don't even want to bother with the apps. That's funny. I feel like a grandma. All right, so I feel like my grandma. She's been gone for 23 years, and I remember her saying for me to focus on you and what you want, and don't focus on a man, and don't listen to spend any more time on divorces. Well, I mean, listen, here's the thing. If you only focus on your pentacles, right, then there comes a point then you are surrounded by the material, but then the esoterically speaking, because I identify with that feeling of screw you, right? I get that feeling. Did I just give the camera the finger? Holy shit, I'm sorry. But I definitely get that feeling. I get it, where you're just like, I can't be in a relationship. I can't do it one more minute. It's exhausting. It's all the things. I'm going to focus on my money. But yeah, and so of course, focus on your money, focus on your stability, focus on your betterment. But there comes a point where the universe, right, esoterically speaking, will push you, because the wheel turns, out of that mindset and say, okay, well, now you're not in survival mode. Now you have, your finances. Now you have a place to live. You need to find partnership, and spirit will push you in that direction because it's part of our experience. So I don't doubt that you're in the cycle of no relationship and not wanting it. But I also don't doubt at all that it's going to stay that way, because it just won't. And I know that I have been as a fixed sign, very fixed in my belief that I will not enter into name that tune. And then here I come with my bullshit entering into it anyway, against my better judgment. because the universe says it's time. So I don't know. It's interesting to be at this age, having this experience, and also having the experience with you guys and hearing such feedback, specifically from mostly Scorpios. I start to really see the patterns that becomes our life, and I can say with certainty that no matter where you are today, you will experience the energetic opposite in no time. It's just the way it is. But I think having stability and protecting your assets and all of that is super, super important, because it gives you the security that many of us Scorpios need in order to be at ease in a partnership, right? We need to be very, very secure in our finances as Scorpios before we enter into another relationship. I've noticed a huge pattern with Scorpios specifically, that when we enter into a financially imbalanced relationship, that it will crumble and fail and usually end up causing us as the Scorpio, I've noticed, physical harm, right? Like I have noticed Scorpios get like straight sick when they are in a financially inadequate situation or financially imbalanced situation. And the minute Scorpio starts putting out more energy for the money in their relationship than the other person does, the sex stuff shuts down too. Again, not for everyone. It's just, I deal with a lot of us, and it's specifically, and my dad's a Scorpio. I've noticed, right? Like the patterns, and I make notes, and I really think it's interesting that maybe it's because we're eighth house creatures and the other people's money thing and the sex thing, who knows? But I've noticed if there's an imbalance or an inequity, that's the other thing. If there's an inequity in the relationship with Scorpio where we're not feeling respected, the sex shuts down, right? The mind comes out of it, and it takes a different form. Not for everyone. It's just what I've noticed. So comment below and let me know if you find that the finances messes your freak factor up, because it can, right? It just can. Something about it. Oh my God. You didn't know I started 2 hours. Young man, I sent you an Instagram last week. I sent it to you Thursday, and I was like, I will be on at 6. I love you too. I'm sorry you missed it. The good news is that you can play it again. Play it again, Sam. Hey guys, I just looked up and literally it reads 333 views. If you can imagine, that's what I'm seeing on my side. So the number's 333, that's magical, right? The number of creation, self-expression. Yes, my serial energy is not there, but it shut down after I was done dirty in 2022. I was like, F this, I'm going for my money, because, yeah, I did the same thing. Eric, I'm in October Scorpio. Eric, where'd you come from? I'm looking. Well, welcome, Eric. October Scorpios. What do you guys think, out of curiosity for whoever's left, what do you guys think is the biggest difference between an October Scorpio and a November Scorpio? What do you think the difference is? Because I'm noticing patterns, right? You always hear it on the memes and stuff like that, but the real deal, like me personally, I feel like November Scorpio is a little bit more like fun, but I'm a November Scorpio, so I could be biased. Sex energy typo. What typo? Oh, serial energy. Okay. Yeah. Listen, Jennifer, you're going to get I'm going to give it to you. Listen, no, that came out wrong. Let me start over. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say this to you, Jennifer, is that, let's say you've shut down your sex portion of your experience, right? That's no bueno. Like you gotta get the root chakra going, and then sacral, and wake up all the chakras. You gotta Kundalini rising, because it will mess with your manifestations. That's the best thing I can tell you. So I talk about this a lot in my videos with Scorpios, about keeping the flow going, because some people Scorpios really will shut down. If we've been injured, as a result of we perceive someone did us dirty, cheated on us, hurt us, disrespected us, hit us, whatever, we will shut that show down. And a prolonged time of nothing happening can cause huge manifestation blocks for Scorpio specifically. Again, I go back to our 8th house responsibilities. And I did a series last year as we approach Leo season. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year exactly in that same way, but I did something called sextrology. And what I was doing was I was trying to prepare the collective into getting in touch with their sexual side and using that energy to manifest and to break blockages, because that's really what it's about, right? It's pulling, I mean, of course it feels good and all the things, but it's really important that we work with our sexual energy to manifest what it is that we want. We're built for that, specifically us. So I would just say to you that I understand that right now you have this mental focus on all of the other things, but the best way I can put it is you have to pay some sort of mind and attention to all parts of yourself, because when we micro focus on something and we allow everything else to take a back seat, Spirit has a way of presenting us with unexpected situations that force us, like that Saturn energy, that force us to visit where we've been neglecting. So, and it's not always a bad thing. So I'm going to give you an example, a personal one. As I was rebuilding my life, same thing, awful relationship, awful experience, controlling, I could go on and on, almost died, all the things. I wasn't really so focused on, and then fill in the blank. Anything that wasn't survival wasn't on my radar. And so now, as I'm, thank God's, much better, I'm being forced to revisit things that I pushed to the back burner that are, in the grand scheme of things, just as important as my survival in some ways. Doesn't prioritize, but it's as important. Now I have to go back and revisit it. I hope that makes sense. All that just to say that you're going to have to lean into it a little bit. You can't avoid it. The universe will make you pay attention to it. All right, guys. Well, it is 8:31, and what does this say? I will work with 2 other Scorpios, and the October Scorpio is pretty foul. The November Scorpios were both high vibing. November Scorpios are half Saggies, and you guys. Oh, what, Jennifer? What did I say that you don't want to hear? What did I say? Oh, maybe it wasn't me. Hold on. It's Scorpio. Find Scorpio men. Oh, let me go back up. Hold on. Eric, you're an October Scorpio. So why only 76 likes? Yeah, guys, I tell you, I'm just going to bitch for a second as a creator, but also before I started creating, I had no idea. I was not a social media person, and I didn't realize how much the likes and the comments really freaking matter. So please like it if you are still here, because quite frankly, 2.5 hours in, you're still here, like it, hit the button, hit it, hit it. And but it's super important, guys. So if you are out there, the easiest way to support your favorite creators, it's super free for you, is just hit that little button and drop a comment. It's life-changing. It actually tells YouTube, hey, people enjoy her stuff. They'll come back. Let's push it. Otherwise, it'll just sit in a queue, and it literally, I feel like, no movement. So I do appreciate all of that support. So hold on. What did I open up? Scorpio men are like junk food. It's so bad for you, but you just... Oh. I have a Scorpio son. I don't know that he's junk food. I'd say he's a superfood, but yeah, I mean, unhealed Scorpios, right? But I will tell you, Scorpios everywhere are attractive as hell. That's the one thing, because and it doesn't have to be physical. You ever met somebody who just grows on you because they've just got that appeal? Scorpios are just walking magnets, I swear. But when they're unhealed, awful. I have 2 questions. I have a court date, June 17th, from a legal eviction. Oh my God, my love, no. Somehow I can't get my card in. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing any more readings, because now I was literally just about to get off sale, so I'm really sorry. I went and I did questions till about 8 8 o'clock, 8:05, and I'm really, really tapped out. So you'll have to catch me next week, right? But just looking at it, if I can pull anything, because I mean, it's not even just about the cards. Like my guides are gone. It says I have a court date on June 17th. That's Monday. For illegal eviction. 2 questions is when is my settlement and when for my car accident. I mean, it looks like that court date is on Monday. Oh, hey, Chanel. Hey, girl. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Soon, luck and money for me before you go, please. No, I'm sorry, Roger. Guys, I'm sorry. I have to. So I love all of you, and I want to help everyone. But, like, as a psychic and a medium and just as a human being, I have been doing the questions for about 2 hours, and that's where I'm tapped out. So now I'm just kind of hanging out, and I would love to answer everyone, but then I would never be able to stop. So I'm sorry. I can't take any more, to be fair. And I wish you all the luck on your court date tomorrow, right? And as far as the next question, we would have to do it another time. So I really do hope that it says, okay, when's the next time then? So I usually do lives once a week, and I post the thumbnail. So you're going to have to hit for notifications. Generally, it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, one of the weekends. Almost always on a Saturday, but I was saying earlier with the summer, and because where I am, it's summer, and my kid traveling and all the things, I can't always do it. So I try to post a thumbnail, right, that will let you guys know, usually by Thursday, about what's happening that weekend. And then I also will post something on Instagram or Facebook, as well as the community tab. So whenever I make the thumbnail, I usually share it across platforms so that everyone knows. But I did hear some people aren't getting the notifications, and my understanding was if you unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then hit notifications, it has fixed it for some. YouTube went under some updates recently, like in the last 2 weeks. So I don't know if it just messed up some people's notifications, but I promise you can, and just check back. Come to my channel, just check back. I'm always on. I usually do stuff, like I said, once a week. You're welcome, my love. Really urgent, need big win, not from greed, but important. Yeah, so like Sassy said, if you are in that much despair, and all the things, I'm sure you are, I take personal clients, like, regular clients at starswithstasi.com. And it sounds like if you have that type of need, then you would want to book a private reading, because these rooms are usually like 100 people or whatever. And so it's not that type of situation. But yeah, I would love to help you and work with you. So feel free to book a reading at starswithstasi.com. All right, guys, thank you so much. I truly appreciate all of your energy and support. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to come back, as this channel is under a bit of construction, but please, please, please like, share, subscribe, find me on the platforms, leave some comments. I love this stuff, and I love dealing with all of you guys. You guys are the best. Have a great week ahead, and I will see you soon. Shine brightly, guys, and have a great night. Be safe.